Cage system is a system of chord building, or the way chord has been played in different form or different way of playing chord. Okay, now um you have there is a chord you can play on E. This is E form. E form. So if you play this E, you can also move this same shape, or if you don't call it form, so you can call it shape. This is E shape now. So you can move this shape up the fretboard and down. And G shape, you can move this shape up and down the fretboard. A shape, you can move this shape up and down. D shape, you can move this shape up and down the fretboard. Okay, sorry about the background noise. It has been one of the challenges that I'm having and when recording this video. Thank you very much for understanding. So now, cage system is a chord shape building. Okay, C form. The next is A. The next is G. The next is D. E. Okay, so now what are they? Let's figure it out. Let's start with the G shape. E shape. So now, like I said, this is E shape of playing this chord. Now, if you play them open, you should be able to have all the notes that consist of that E. Alright? So now, but then what if you want to move this shape up, which will give you another key? So if you move 1.5 step up, it will give you F. So now you know that you can play these other strings, and if you play those strings, it won't give you the notes of F. Okay, so what do you do at this time? You change your finger now. Okay, so you pick, instead of the first was your first finger on the third, second finger on the fourth, and third finger on the fifth. So now what will happen is you have third finger on the fifth string, third fret space, your pinky, second finger, fourth string, and then your third finger. You just replace 1, 2, 3, fourth, third, and second. 2. The first you were using second, third, second, and first. So, but now you just replace that with your pinky. Now you play that same shape. You just keep the same shape. Only what you are doing is you are not using this again. You are not using your third, second, and first again, but you are using fourth, second, and then what happened here? This is you now played your first finger now will bar the 6th to the first string. So you can call this a bar chord, but actually this chord takes E shape. E shape. Cage is C-A-G-E-D. So the E in cage is what we are talking about now. The shape of E is what we are talking about now, which is this. So you can see now, this is my F. Some call it bar F, and bar, I'm playing bar chord, bar of F, because my finger bar from, I'm playing first, and now when my third finger is here, then my second finger is here, my third finger here, and my fourth finger here. I barred everything, and I played everything at the same time. So with the help of this E shape. I can move from this is my F. If I move to this, I have F sharp and G, G sharp, A. So you can say I can play any of the key using that one chord form called what? E shape form. Okay. Now let's move. Let's move on. Let me go to the second. The second form will be A shape. A shape. All right. Actually, our A chord noun is this, in which I talked about it in the previous video. So now you check, this is F, I mean A, sorry, A chord. This A takes in A as the root, which is our 5 string. So you have your first on the fourth string, you have your third on the second finger on the third string, and you have your third finger on the second string. So you play them together. Alright, now this same shape, A shape, you can move them up the fret space. But when you move them up the fret space, you are not going to play, especially this string, number 1 string open, and you're not going to play your 5th string open. What you need to do there is, if you move now, you are going to change your finger now. Okay, now if you move from A, you are from A to A sharp. So now A sharp, now how do you find them? How do you find A sharp? You look for the roots. The roots, the number 5 string is A. So if you move a half step forward, you have A sharp. Okay, A sharp. Yes, that's right, A sharp. So what you do here is you keep your first finger on the A sharp while using your third finger on where? Fourth string, third string and second string on the third fret space. So you bat them and play this. I'm not playing my number 1 string. So I'm playing 5, 4, 3, and 2. So that is my A sharp. So B flat, I mean B, sorry, not B flat. A sharp is B flat. Okay, so to B, to C, to C sharp, to D. So you see that you can use that same shape and play up and down the fret space. So we are talking about the E shape and we are talking about the A shape. Now let's go to another form, another shape. Now C shape. Now C, you can see I talked about this in our previous class. Talk about the shape of C. You can see that if you don't know how to play it, so find a way and play it. Make sure that each of your finger don't touch the adjacent string. So this is C shape. Now for the sake of the shape of this, you are still going to do finger replacement. You replace your finger. You see now, I was using 3, 2, 1. Now, but because of the shape, I now replace 4, 3, and what? And 2. At where 3, 2, 1 was. Take note of that. Where you were having 3, 2, 1. The string and the first spaces that you were having 3, 2, 1 is where I replaced 4, 3, and 2. I now left my first finger out. So I played that shape. That's my C. Now I can use this shape. Now if I move a half step forward or up the fret space, I will have C sharp. Once again, you can see that I bar this string here. I move them forward. This is where it was before. This is where it was before. So I now move from here to here. You see now, this one here, this one here. So you have that. You can see now, if I'm moving back, I have this. So if I'm moving up, I'm having this. So you check it, it's moving up. If I'm moving back, I'm having this. So if I'm moving up, you can see now I'm having that. So now, but then I have to bar here. So that is what you have on C sharp. I can play D here. I can play D sharp. You see now, E, F. So this is a major form. You say play F major, you play your F major here. So this is a major form, and it's being used most oftenly. Okay, so that is C sharp. Now let's go to G sharp. So G sharp is this. We talked about this G form. Okay, G. So now, or you can play this still. Yes, you can play that. So now, with this, okay, with this now, it will be hard sometimes for you to move to play it and move up. For example, now playing this, because most of the strings here are open. So if you want to move up, this is what you have. It's somewhat hard, okay, somewhat hard to play. So what do you do at that point? These are the notes, okay, so you add it up here, you add this one, so you play this. Now if you check G sharp have a relationship with A sharp. I'll talk about that later. So G sharp, this is G sharp now, because I move from G open, I move a half step, so I move toward A. So what do I have? You've already seen the finger there. I bar 3 2 4 3 2 strings, then my pinky on the first string on the 5th fret space. Okay, so I can play this form of chord up and down the string. If I go up, the more you move, you've changed the key entirely, right? Okay, now, like I said, that it have they are related. It's more or the same, or more or less the same thing. On G, if you are playing G sharp here, this is also your G sharp. You see now. So only thing is you have your root on the first string, or you have your root on the 5th string. So the same thing, G sharp, G sharp. You see now. So now the last but not the least is D. Okay. So our D take this shape. If you want to move, you can move. Now it will be hard for you to play it this way. Okay. And most of this shape, they use triad. Okay. So you have, then okay, so you can play. You see now. So that is the last. If you sharp,